time to speak where only winners go. I mean, where did the energy go? We was partying before the show started. TJ's relieved, so he's just coming down from it. USA or nothing. I'm Joy Taylor, here with Fox NFL analyst TJ Houshmandzadeh, TV personality.
That's right. New name.
Yes. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do this. Can we go back to this one?
No. All business now.
And NBA reporter Melissa Rohlin is here with us. Thank you for joining us today. I am excited. Okay, I don't know what everybody else is doing. Me and Melissa are hyped. Let's go, okay?
Yes,
USA,
Joy.
baby.
Oh
Let's get started with the Olympics. Team USA was down by as many as 17 points. But they fought back to beat Serbia in the semifinals. Steph Curry led the way with 36 points. Team USA will now move on to face the host country, France, in the gold medal game on Saturday. Now, Shady.
Yeah, what's going on?
You just calm, cool, and collected. Yeah. Are you surprised Team USA barely beat
When we
Serbia?
watched that game, what did I tell y'all?
I'm going to be honest now.
Be honest.
You were the only one when we were watching the game saying, we going to win.
We going to win.
I'll be honest.
You were
I'll give you
calm.
I will say that.
Are you kidding me? Listen, and no disrespect, right? I don't know why getting sensitive and takes the wrong way. But imagine the USA team, all them superstars, losing to a team with no brothers on the court. Seriously, I'm being serious here, though. Like, seriously. Come on, man. It's the United States. What are we talking about? I will say this. Maybe we took a little time to warm up, a little time to wake
the
up.
whole game to warm up.
I mean, sometimes it happens like that. Well, you know you're better. You beat the team, 2 times already or something like that?
Yeah.
So you already knew you can beat this team. Now, they did have Jokic. He is there. And, guys, I think they fed off his energy, right? And they made some shots. I get that. But we are the United States. We made it a little different. Steph Curry was asleep all this whole tournament. He woke up today. We woke up today. Embiid, up and down a little bit. We need him at the end. He showed up. LeBron James, Kevin Durant. I mean, can I keep going? So, yes, I'm not worried. The only question I do have for my team is, when are y'all ready for the goal? When are y'all ready for the goal? Because we ready to get that goal.
All right. Well,
ching, ching, bling, bling.
Shady was admittedly calm, cool, and collected. The rest of us, not so much. I got a little nervous. Rightfully so, because the final score was 95-91 Serbia. Serbia was up by 17 points. They were great throughout the entirety of that game. They were in control for most of the game. And yes, even though they do have Jokic, the rest of the team was contributing as well. So, Melissa, we wanted to have you in today. We were expecting to talk about a blowout, but that is not what happened. It was a very exciting game right down to the wire. Obviously, as they said on the broadcast, this will be remembered as the Steph Curry game. 36 points came through in the biggest ways, in the biggest moments. But why wasn't it a blowout? Because that's what we expected today.
That was the problem. I think entering into this, they had routed Serbia. In their last game, they had 2 wins over Serbia. They thought this would be a cakewalk, and that got in their way. They got in their own heads. And the guys who had been performing really well heading into this game, guys like Ant, guys like KD, they sleptwalked this game. And if it weren't for Steph, who had been shooting 35% through the first 4 games, that's not like Steph.
Right.
At all.
Steph took over. He said, you know what? This team has been compared to '92 team. It's been called the greatest Olympic team of all time, and I'm not going to let us lose this game. I mean, could you guys imagine if they had lost?
Yeah, I can't imagine. I was imagining it when I was watching it. Like, I don't know what my reaction was going to be, but yeah, I think everybody started calculating what they were going to say if they lost the game, because that's what it was looking like was going to go down. It was really a lot. Now, TJ, you can't say you were cool and collected, because we can't share the things that you were saying when we were watching. But what is your takeaway from the game?
TJ, when everybody gets fired.
I apologize for my personality. When things get competitive, I just kind of, I'm not myself.
I've seen a different side of you today.
I'm not myself.
I didn't know he had that in him. He was like, whoa.
Yeah, no,
I'm not myself.
Watching the game with you guys was an experience. That was exciting.
It's what she said. The light-skinned assassin, Steph Curry, he took over the game. He said, we're not losing this game. And that's what he literally took. Him and LeBron. LeBron had a triple-double. LeBron had a triple-double. Steph Curry scored
16
36
12 rebounds,
points.
10 assists.
And so they outscored Serbia by 17 points in the fourth quarter. We know, and they know, we can finish strong. You can't keep approaching these games as if, okay, we just going to turn it on in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Because it's only 1 game left. France is a home team. They're going to have all the crowd support. They're going to have so much going in there. You got to put it on them right away, first quarter. Let them know. And I thought him, Embiid, not boxing out, not playing defense. He hit some big shots down the stretch. I thought KD hit the biggest shot We're up 2 points, isolation. No, clear out. I don't want a screen. Certified bucket getter. Went and got a bucket. And so, but that man right there, that playing Golden State, the light-skinned assassin, kudos to you for saving him.
No, there was a lot of contributors throughout the game, for sure. I really feel like there was a point, though, as well, when things started to get testy in the second quarter, where LeBron was like, all right, y'all done shoved me one too many times. Let's stop playing around with this. Because it was a very physical game, which, you know, you would expect from Serbia and obviously Jokic, but overall, Serbia was very physical throughout the game. You were complaining a little bit about the fouls. What did you think about the pace of the game and really how it played out all the way until the end? Because Serbia did have control of the game for the entirety of it.
Well, the problem was you would see these plays where they just weren't boxing out.
Yeah.
There were first, second, third rebound opportunities. I mean, that type of thing is unacceptable. And I think they're going to take that going forward into the game against France, that we need to all be eyes wide open. This is not a cakewalk. The other thing is LeBron. While you were getting your makeup done, I came into the room, we said hello to each other, and he said LeBron got that look in his eyes. And I think that truly is probably what changed it. He is the team's leader. I don't know what he said behind the scenes, but he and Steph are the guys. And I'm sure they had a talk and said, all right, we need to turn things around. We cannot lose this game. You saw LeBron get aggressive, make those dribble drives. You saw Steph just go lights out. KD woke up. I mean, Ant, who had been the leading scorer for Team USA through the first 4 games, he had 2 points. He was just non-existent today. And so the team's pros took over.
Yeah.
You know, that's why they have LeBron. That's why they have Steph on this team. Ant, I find really interesting because heading into this, he said, oh, I'm going to be the guy. Everybody's going to play around me. And they kind of gave him the keys to the kingdom. They had let him. But today, you know, you saw his age. You saw why, you know, he's a 20-year-old and he's not somebody who's won multiple championships. And so the champs took over.
We got to give some credit to Embiid. Can we get
right.
Embiid fully stand up, baby?
Played well,
right? And now, you know, he was a little iffy, but he pulled it together, though. We had 19 points, shot well.
And big shots.
Right? Yeah, and going one-on-one with Jokic. So, and he was in foul trouble doing these type of things. But one thing I will say about the Olympic play when the basketball is playing, I love how, like, they're physical, and the refs are letting them play. In the States, we see even playoff games, guys are flopping, right? Everybody's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love that when I watch that, okay, 2 teams going at it, and it's a physical game. Maybe every call's not made. I'm okay with that. I love now everybody's playing really locked-in defense. As the game got on, they got late in the fourth quarter, you've seen the competitive nature. You've seen the stars become stars, and then we missed that. And I think that's why I think from the NFL to the NBA, where in the NBA, I watch the games because I have to for my job, but in the playoffs, I'm really locked in because everybody's playing really defense, good defense. Every shot matters. Like now, in the NFL, it's 17 games, so every game counts. So every game is like a playoff game. So I just feel like right now, this is where the stars are really made. Because in the States, I get it, right? You got good teams, you got bad teams, but when you put everybody together, playing this country against this country, you see the competitive nature, though. That's why I love watching the Olympics.
Yeah, the energy was incredible. And you're right, it was very physical. It felt like an old school game, and that's really what got everyone going. And there was a lot of trash talk involved as well, which is why you brought up in the makeup room. I was like, oh, LeBron has been hit one too many times and didn't get the call. He's about to turn it up. But that's a really good point about the leadership. And that's when we talked to Rick Bucher earlier in the week about going into this game, which we certainly were overlooking. Now, we happen to be right that they were going to the gold medal match, but we certainly thought it wasn't going to be anywhere near this close and not go this way throughout the entirety of the game. But Rick mentioned that one of the things that he has noticed with this team, and I wonder if you noticed this also, is it kind of what played out today, that there really isn't an ego involved. If Ant's not doing his best, that's okay. If someone else isn't contributing right now, that's all right. Somebody else is going to step up. And I feel like LeBron and Steph, to your point, as the leaders of the team, really stepped into that mode and took the energy up a level. Because Serbia was playing with a different energy. That's why they got those second and third chance points, because why are they getting rebounds? Why is anyone getting rebounds? Because they're not giving the effort. And that's what's really unacceptable. It's like, you cannot be out here not giving the effort. This is a better team in Team USA. This is the more skilled team. This shouldn't be happening. But what do you think about just the camaraderie of this particular roster?
Well, it's interesting because Kerr has said from the get-go that nobody's going to be playing hero basketball, that it's going to be a different guy's opportunity each and every night. And you know what I think allows for that, actually? I think the fact that this is, like, unequivocally LeBron's team. There is one alpha on this team, and that is LeBron. There aren't a bunch of alphas vying to be the alpha. This is LeBron's team, and so everybody is willing to play their role. Everybody's willing to have their night. They're willing to accept DNPs. There isn't this jockeying or this drama for who's going to be the guy on this team.
Right. Yeah. You saw that today because LeBron really stepped into that. Although there was some frustration early. I think for Embiid though, really, Embiid to me felt like the one that was keeping them in it. Like whenever it started to feel like it was slipping away, he would come in and hit a shot. Shots. Yeah, to keep it within range, which is crazy to say with USA
when
Serbia.
We talk about not rebounding and not boxing out. They have pretty much 48 hours to get this fixed because you about to play France. You have Wemby, who's 7'4". You have Gobert, who's 7'1", 7'2". The size, that France is going to present, it's going to be a problem. And so they better get this figured out or it's going to be, you got to rebound. It's going to be a lot harder to rebound with the size that France is going to put on the court. It's going to be a lot harder.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I hear you. They got some brothers, so I get it. But
No. Don't get me wrong. We going to smack them.
Embiid going to put that he going to put that body on Wemby. You going to see, watch. Now, that's one thing I know about Embiid. When every time they try to put a big against him, he got a big hype-up name and all that. Look at Jokic. The game got late. He wasn't scoring on some other guy. No. MVP versus MVP. Y'all tell me who won that matchup at the end of the game. That's what Embiid does. Listen, I'm from Philly. I know, well, I'm not from Philly, but, I love Philadelphia. And I watch Embiid from the beginning to now. And that's who he is. So when we line up against France, okay. They keep talking about Wemby. He's 7'6", this, that, there. Okay, cool. He going to be in foul trouble.
So you're trusting the process now?
Man, listen. Fellas, get the goal ready. Get the goal ready, baby.
Well, I mean, I will say with the look ahead now coming down from the drama of this game and going into the gold medal match against France in France, TJ's right. The energy is going to be with the home country in the Olympics in the gold medal match. But I do not think, or at least I very much hope, especially after how this game went, that they will be entering into the game with no sort of slacking energy. It's not even that it's slacking. It's just this is a different type of game. Like this is for country.
Is it complacency because we feel like we're gonna win? We know we're gonna win. Is it complacency?
Yeah, come on.
I mean, I want to say it's complacency, but I just don't really feel like they were playing well in this game. Like, Serbia was in control of the game the entirety of the game. This was a very losable game. And while they've beaten Serbia multiple times by a large margin, this is the thing that we talked about multiple times with Slick. Like, this is the fear, is that if you play around with these teams, even though they might not be as skilled, even though they might not be the same level of player, they're playing for something. Like, they care. You can level up. You can tap into that type of energy one time and ruin a gold medal run. That can really happen, and you just watched it. Now, we're in the match now, but...
What about the fear factor part? Where, like, okay, wow, I got to guard Kevin Durant. Dang, it's a screen. Okay, I got Steph. I got
They didn't look
Steph Curry.
afraid to me.
What I'm saying is, right, when it's all, everything's going well, and then United States turns it on, now Embiid's playing hard, oh, my God. Because that happens.
When the pressure is on, let's go.
Because they watch these dudes play in the NBA. They see the commercials. They see King James. They see it. We put that crown on. Okay, y'all ready to go? So my thing is, like, I'm big on the fear factor. Like, yo, I got to guard him. They know what's going on. The game was going good for them, cool. When they got hot in the fourth quarter, and no, I'm lying. The third quarter when they start turning it on. And they got to the fourth. They got the score down. They cut the lead down. Now they up 2. Now they tied it up. All I'm saying is, it's a point where the fear factor is like, yo, these guys are superstars and they're elite players. That matters, though, because the fight hard stuff is cool, right? The Rocky Balboa attitude, I get all that. But it's going to come a point in time, man, where stars are going to be stars, and I just think we have the most stars. That's why we're going to win.
Yeah, I mean, Rocky won some of those, though.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Until we fought. You know who?
Until we fought, you know who. I hear you on the fear factor. I don't think that they were afraid, though. I think they were playing and matching up really well, which is actually the disappointing part, because you're right. It should feel like there is a gap, and it did not in this game. I don't think that they will enter into this game against France with that same attitude. Melissa?
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like that type of confidence from Serbia and that type of quote-unquote fear factor can also work against Team USA. Because once they got it going, once they took a 17-point lead, they believed they could win this. Right. They were not afraid. They were 0% afraid. And what I find interesting is going into the game against France, you have LeBron, who and I've covered LeBron for many years now, and this guy is as media savvy as they get. He thinks about every word he says. He knows exactly what he's doing, what narratives he's creating. Right. And he said something about France. He said he was not impressed by one of their recent games. And that's going to be bulletin point material heading into the gold medal game.
For France?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is a guy who doesn't respond to Dylan Brooks. This is a guy who doesn't respond to anybody who trash talks him. Yeah. And he gave them some bulletin point material.
Cool. Then you're right. You think they worried? Because it's the thing, though. There's always like a upset can happen. That's the sports. Nothing's 100%. But the upset should have happened tonight or today and didn't happen. So now when we play France, we locked in. Because y'all could have got us, but they didn't get us. So now y'all going to face a team that's focused, that's ready, that's not going to be sleeping. That's the only issue, I think, with this game is that Serbia didn't put us away. Because we should have lost, right? I mean, we're a better team. I'll get all that. We should have lost because we took so long to wake up. But now we are woke and we are here. And the king is saying this, saying that. Man, okay, all right. We're going to find out.
We will find out.
What's the spread? Because I'm taking the spread. Yes, I am.
You're not doing money line now?
Nah.
You're extra confident?
The whole thing.
Thank you for joining us, Melissa. It was a great game.
You were
USA.
great, Melissa.
Yes,
thank
we
you,
really
guys.
appreciate it.
You guys make it easy.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.